The Italian designer fashion house of ERMENEGILDO ZEGNA have a range of fragrances called the Essenze collection, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at Madras Cardamom. What's going on, guys? Raj here, welcome back to the channel. So yeah, ERMENEGILDO ZEGNA have a fragrance called Madras Cardamom, and the Essenze collection on the whole I think is quite a good collection. They focus, from what I can tell, mainly on select ingredients, and they highlight those ingredients like neroli, mandarin or oud, vetiver, cardamom in this case, and they try and highlight and build around that note. Sometimes I feel the fragrances can be a little bit linear, but on the whole I think there's definitely quality to be found. I've been working off this sample here and I am now ready to give you my thoughts. So this fragrance is described as woody, spicy, aromatic, and in the top notes there is green cardamom and bergamot. In the heart of this fragrance, coffee Santos, they're saying, which I think is some sort of Brazilian coffee inspiration, cedarwood, and in the base notes, ambrox and vanilla. For me, this fragrance is quite a versatile one. I think you could wear this formally, casually. It feels like more on the masculine side, but I think this could easily be pulled off by a woman. I think this is a fragrance that is to be worn in pretty much all year round. Even if it's super hot, I think this could be pulled off, but you might want to wait until the summer evening to wear Madras Cardamom. So when I think of the name Madras and Cardamom, I'm thinking something Indian here. Well, yeah, I mean, it kind of gives me that vibe in terms of the use of cardamom, which is heavily used in Indian cooking. It's actually one of my favorite notes. So if you want to find out what my other favorite notes are, I will leave a link in the top right hand corner of this video. Click on the eye and I have a video where I talk about my top 5 favorite notes in fragrances. The fragrance starts off super promising, and honestly the opening blast, the opening half an hour to an hour is really fantastic. This is actually where the fragrance is at its best. The cardamom comes out and it's smooth and cold and mentholated slightly. You know, you really get that feeling of, imagine you have a jar of cardamom and you stick your nose into that. Kind of that aroma that you get is really in this fragrance. It's quite a realistic scent, and I really do appreciate the usage of cardamom in here because it just works so well on my skin. I really enjoy it. The coffee is really noticeable, and this pairing with the cardamom just really gives you this feeling like you are sat in a coffee shop drinking a spiced coffee. It is really nice. The coffee is not over the top. It's not like a espresso style coffee, but it's more of a slightly sweetened bitter coffee. There's a vanilla note in here that I find adds a overall smoothness and adds a nice sweetness to the fragrance, which I really appreciate. And also there is a dry woody quality in here which blends perfectly with the rest of the ingredients. It's quite a calming fragrance. It's also, you know, quite a relaxing fragrance. I do feel like this fragrance is really ideal for chilling out on a Sunday. I know the price of this fragrance might put people off from just throwing this on casually. They may want to wear it on only special occasions, but for me, this had a kind of chilled out vibe to it. You know, you're just relaxing on a Sunday, you're at your local favorite coffee spot, you're reading a book, you're drinking a really nice coffee, and yeah, just watching the world go by. I would maybe add to that imagery and say with the woody qualities, this is almost like drinking a coffee in a forest. That's kind of the vibe I get from this one, a spicy coffee in a forest. But you know, overall this fragrance is quite simple. It is quite stripped back, and this is what Zegna's Essenze collection is all about. Just a few ingredients done quite well. Nothing spectacular in this fragrance, nothing spectacular going on in this fragrance, but good quality, well made. The problem I have with this fragrance, and the problem I have with a lot of fragrances in the Zegna Essenze line, is that they're maybe just a little bit too linear, or they are sometimes a little bit too flat on my skin. And I would say this is the case on the latter is the case on my skin. It does become a little bit too flat. So I've had this fragrance on for about 45 minutes, and you know, unfortunately, it's just fading, and it's a bit of a shame. The dryness of that woody quality, the woodiness, the sweetness from the vanilla, the cool, cold, spicy cardamom is just toned down a lot, and you're just getting a hint of all of those ingredients, which is a bit of a shame. So the fragrance isn't the most full-bodied, but I still do like it, but I just want a lot more. I want it to be a lot more noticeable. Performance on my skin is okay. I get around the 5-6 hour mark. It's one of those fragrances that if a fragrance smells incredible, I can deal with that level of performance. This is a very nice fragrance, but I would want it to go on for a little bit more than 5 or 6 hours. But I still think this is a well-made fragrance. I'm going to give it a rating of 7.5. Guys, have you tried this one? What do you think about it? Let me know your thoughts. What about others in the Essenze collection? I'm not sure what's going on with the whole Essenze collection. Are they restructuring it? Have certain fragrances been discontinued, or are they just not on the website and they'll come back later? They used to have quite a lot, but maybe they're chopping and changing. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Do appreciate you tuning in. Hit the like button and subscribe if you like this type of content, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.